So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely.
Struck first time! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Cruyff. Bergomi produces the perfect tackle there. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gullit. Plenty to aim at here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Pelé. Bergomi promptly onto that, and that is Cruyff! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Now it's Van Basten. Can he get on the end of this? Stood up well to him there.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Zanetti. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Neymar. Looking for options, for movement. The less said about that pass, the better. Still goalless. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Gullit, good, strong midfield running here. Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a little off target. Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Great ball if he can get there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. That has been cut short. Bergomi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well timed, excellent interception. He's found a way through, and the shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Corner number 2 then. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti. Bellingham. Great vision. Puskas providing an outlet on that flank. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's ambitious. The ball is loose and just about within shooting range. And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
He's tried one! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, that's a key interception. Pull it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. BOTAFOGO finding their passes. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Neymar, oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Pelé, now it's Puskas. He's shifting through the gear, real chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Zanetti.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
No joy this time. Ferdinand.
A beautifully policed...
And there is the half-time whistle. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again then.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Pullet will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hullet. Now it's Puskas. He's picked his way through. And he's being shifted off it. Italy can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And a real chance to break the... Neymar! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Bellingham. Tries to play it through. Zanetti. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Owen. Now it's Hullet. He's got away. Flings in, climbs up big. It's in. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And Hullet! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
And he's had it nicked away. Hullet. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's good play. Hullet with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Big chance! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then it...
Loose, in he goes again. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 14.
Italy can now introduce the first of their substitutes. 3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, that's fabulous. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Lewandowski, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pelé. Roberto Carlos. And this is Pelé. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Now it's Pelé. Some resolute defending there. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Puskas. Nicely aimed pass. Hullet. Cruyff. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Great football, shot and save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So, third quarter of the game. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Puskas!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good take in a good area. Lewandowski is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Oh, it's hit the post! Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cruyff. Now it's Pelé.
That's going in strongly.
Now it's Del Piero. He is through here, and he's in on goal. Time added on, 4 minutes. Now it's Cruyff. Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! He has done it! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And time is up. BOTAFOGO cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. More colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved it.
Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Beckenbauer gets it clear. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Driving on and making good progress. Puskas. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pinches it off him. Gravenberg. Vieira. And it's Messi. Now it's Pelé. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Vieira. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Zanetti. Botafogo are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Messi. Now it's Pelé, and this is Hullet. Bellingham. Now it's Pelé. Pedri. And the counter is on. He's found a way through. Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Dijk. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Plays a sharp little ball here. An instinctive delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! Goal! Botafogo! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Botafogo have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, He's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Puskas. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that was vital. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's been shifted off it. Vieira has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Gravenberch. Great vision. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Pelé. Now it's Pelé. Van Dijk.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. 5 minutes till the break. Messi gets a good foot in there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gravenberch. And it's Messi. Now it's Pelé. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Pelé. Messi. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of out. And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
BOTAFOGO happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Here we go again.
BOTAFOGO definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And here's Messi. Out to the left it goes. Howson carries the ball down the right. Messi. Pedri. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Nice control. Now that looks a decent ball. There's the delivery. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bellingham going full steam ahead down the left flank. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Bullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Oh, this is a very good shoot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. Zanetti. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Hullet. Messi. And he was quick to react. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Puskas can see things others simply cannot. That's been slipped through. Gravenberg. Pedri. Now it's Pelé. Puskas. Vieira. Baresi. Pirlo. Bellingham. Someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Puskas.
Puskas really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He won't be happy with that one. Cruyff. Threads one in.
BOTAFOGO clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Beckenbauer. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 8, camisa 17, camisa 10, camisa 9.
Always going over the top.
Para a entrada de camisa 27, camisa 20, camisa 4, camisa 22, camisa 21. Teremos uma substituição.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Gravenberg. And here's Hullet. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught, and again! That's going to go a long way. Pelé. Oh, good take in a good area. There's the header! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but...
And that will be the final act. Botafogo, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Botafogo, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
informamos sobre uma criança perdida. Atenção, pai de um menino.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. And now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Koeman spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. It's played through for him. He's got away. And he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Neymar. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Now it's Pelé. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Rivaldo. Ronaldinho. And Messi! Great effort, but no way through. Guardiola cuts it out. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. He's through here. And he's away. He's through. Real chance! Goal! BOTAFOGO! The breakthrough strike. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
BOTAFOGO penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's on his way!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rivaldo. That's an excellent interception. Raul. Nice looking ball. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that.
Pelé really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Messi, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Flamengo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Pelé, in with the challenge. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Here's a sharp little ball here. Plays it in low. Defending of the desperate variety. And he's there to retrieve it. Adriano, out to the left it goes. Neymar stood his ground strongly, pinged towards the front line. Pirlo. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Always got... Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's following up! Goal! That he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 club. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Botafogo are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Good read, needed to be. Cleared away. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. In he goes again. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that was probably asking just too much. It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola cuts out the pass. Rivaldo. Messi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Raul. Time and again they are repelled.
Minuto de acréscimo.
Adriano. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. He can't get it over the wall. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Howson does really well to win the ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. BOTAFOGO ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Here's a player who has defined a generation. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has been Pelé, gets through on his own. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
A case now of complete control. Neymar has it in a wide position, and he lines up a cross, and that's been well dealt with. In again, and that's been repelled. BOTAFOGO can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now, who's going to be first to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Nicely aimed pass. Pelé. This Pelé! Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Raul. Is there any support? He might not need it. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. BOTAFOGO presented with a golden opportunity here. Dida will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. You like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
BOTAFOGO are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now that was quite some save.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
He rises! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Messi looking to get on the end of this. And this is Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! Oh no, what has happened here? Pirlo. Now it's Pelé. Cruyff. And he plays one through. And this is Pelé!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.